What's up, guys? Vitayu and salute to the Ukraine. This is a big night for Ukraine. Um, Congrats to Oleksandr Usyk, his team and his fans on becoming undisputed. Um, and guys, let me give a salute and pound on the chest to one Tyson Fury. All right, I'm not gonna clown Fury. Fury put up a good effort in this fight. He did better than I thought he would do in the fight. To be honest, I thought it would be a little more one-sided than what it was. And it was definitely competitive. Fury really has nothing to be ashamed of. I think he will make adjustments in the rematch, which I will talk about shortly. But, guys, I scored the fight 117, 112. I know. I had two even rounds. I think it was the third and the seventh, I believe. All right, you give those rounds to Fury, there will be 115, 112, like Manny scored it, like one of the official judges had, the Spanish judge. All right, the Spanish judge and the American judge, they judged for the right guy. The Canadian judge was the one that judged it for Fury. All right. I was like, oh boy, here we go. They're going to rob this man or it's going to be a draw. All right, guys, the first two rounds I gave to Usyk. All right, he was on the front foot. He had a good strategy of throwing to Fury's body. All right, that's what he was doing in the beginning of the fight. All right, in the third round, of course, Fury began turning on. I thought Usyk did enough for it to be an even round, so that's why I had it even. But if somebody gave it to Fury, of course, no problem. I understand. All right, fourth, fifth, and sixth for sure were all Fury. Fury turned it on. I was like, oh boy, Fury's about to make an ass out of me. Usyk's not responding well, to the body shots, the uppercuts, the other shots that Fury was landing. It was not looking good. It was looking like the size was a bit too much. Usyk was having problems landing shots. I'm like, oh boy, could the size actually play a factor and be too much in this fight? All right, guys, in the eighth round, I believe it was the eighth round. That was the round that Usyk busted Tyson Fury's nose. From that point, the fight went downhill for Fury. I'm saying to myself as the 8th round started, I'm saying to myself, Usyk needs to win all of these rounds, the rest of the fight, to win this fight. And sure enough, I believe it was the ninth round, was when he landed that damn left hook. The same left hook he destroyed Tony Bellew with, all right? He landed that shot, man, and it snapped Fury's head. And, man, he was in serious trouble. Seriously hurt, serious trouble, staggering all over the ring. To the point where he was going to the ropes, and I'm basically screaming for the ref to call a knockdown because the ropes cannot keep you up. That's supposed to be a knockdown. So, finally, he did step in when he bounced off the ropes and started a count. Luckily for Fury, the round ended shortly after, and he survived. Because he was out of it. He would not have been able to survive if it was a minute left in that fight, and I would have hit on a knockout. People were saying, Krasik was saying that, the ref robbed him of a knockout. No, I'm not going to say that, and I'm fair. You guys know I'm fair. Even though I had money on a knockout, the fight should not have been stopped at that point. Fury did not go down, number one. And number two, with the circumstances of this fight, the guy going to the ropes, give him a count, all right? Don't stop it. Don't rob Fury. Don't rob the fans of the fight. So Mark Nelson did a good job. Instead of stopping the fight, he gave a count, all right? I agree with that decision. All right, now from that point on, of course, for the rest of the fight, it was all Usyk. He won all the remainder of the rounds from the eighth on. I thought he should have been more aggressive coming out for the 10th round. I thought he should have gone. If he did a little bit, I thought he should have done it more. But fatigue might have been setting in. He did take some body shots. You know, you got to factor all that in. Plus, he probably didn't want to blow his gas tank. I thought he was being a little too confident and comfortable in possibly winning a decision, because I didn't know how the fight was going to be judged or play out when the fight was over. Whether it be a draw or, you know, a robbery or whatever. All right. So I thought he could have and should have been more aggressive. I thought he should have gone for the knockout more, because you couldn't trust the judges. But you know, Usyk did a great job for the remainder of that fight, guys. You know, Fury was, of course, was backpedaling. You know, from the middleweight, the rabbit, the middleweight and the rabbit hurt and dropped Fury and ultimately beat him. All right. So, you know, a hell of a performance, man. A hell of a fight. Lived up to the hype. One for the ages. It deserves to be, in my opinion, it deserves to be put up there with the Joshua Klitschko fight. You know, as far as great heavyweight fights in recent memory. It lived up to the hype. It was dramatic. It was a come from behind victory. And guys, this fight, in my opinion, this is how I feel about Usyk. All right, this is the fight. If somebody in the future wants to know who was Oleksandr Usyk, this is the fight. The reason this guy is special, man, the reason that he has been undefeated for the last 15 years. All right, his last loss came in 2009 in an amateur fight. The reason this guy is so special, man, is he is a winner who finds a way to win. No matter what. Doesn't matter who the opponent is, where he's fighting, how big they are, how strong they are, whatever. All right? This guy finds a way to win, man. He is a winner. And that's why, that was the big reason. One of the big reasons why I went with him in this fight. He finds a way, guys. You know, he can come back from adversity. He can find a way. All right, the guy's a boxing genius, as has been said before. So I salute him on a great effort, a great comeback victory, hurting and dropping Fury. You know, I didn't make huge on this fight. Because I got it even money when I played it. All right, and you know, I'm not gonna make huge profits unless I put up a lot. I mainly bet and played this fight, guys, for bragging rights, to say that I picked the right guy and I believed in him. I thought it was easy money. So that's why I played Usyk. Again, I give Fury credit for what he did. What was Fury's mistakes in this fight? And I believe he will correct them in the rematch. So Usyk has to be prepared. He was a bit too much on the back foot. All right, which was kind of, you know, people thought that's how the fight would play out. I thought it would play out that way with Usyk being the aggressor. Fury was too much on the back foot. They will go back and see, and it will be said by many that he had his most success when he was aggressive, when he was in the middle of the ring, when he was coming forward more, letting his hands go more. That's when he had his most success. Of course, that changed once he got his nose busted. By the way, when they showed the replay, when the round was over, and that nose, he got cracked and he reacted terribly. He was pawing it and all that. He blew his nose, guys. That's a big no-no. You do not blow your nose when your nose is busted, because that can cause your eye to swell up. So when I saw him do that, I knew that was a big mistake. Big mistake. But that was just a natural reaction. You know, a lot of people do it. I've seen, you know, in fights. So that was a mistake. You know, and of course, that mouth started developing under his eye. But I think in the rematch, he's going to be more aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in the 270s like he had been coming in his previous fights, coming with more power. It might have been a mistake to lose, the way that he did. As Lennox Lewis said, losing the weight, making his legs skinnier could affect his chin, his punch resistance, being able to take a punch, and that could be true. But I mean, he could have been in the 270s. That shot he got hit with, that was a hell of a shot, a hell of a left hook, man, a hell of a left hook. So people need to respect Oleksandr Usyk now. I don't think that will be a problem anymore with this size shit. Is he a middleweight, cruiserweight? Does he have power? All this and that. He hurt the giant Tyson Fury. Those guys with this big size advantage hurt him bad, and went on to win that fight. Dropped him officially. But yeah, I believe in the rematch. Fury's going to be more in the middle of the ring. I think he's going to be more aggressive. I think he's going to let his hands go more. I think he's going to go for the knockout more, even more so in the rematch. And truth be told, for the years leading up to this fight, all he was talking about was how he was a behemoth, like he was going to smash the middleweight. But in actuality, when he got in the ring with Usyk, he was on the back foot. He was in a corner a lot. That was a mistake, letting Usyk score in the beginning of the fight. So Usyk has to be prepared for this. He's going to have to adjust. He's going to have to be ready for a more aggressive Tyson Fury. But hell, if he gets cracked again like he got cracked in this fight, he could retreat again. The mental game, as I was pointing out in my preview and pre-fight videos. In my opinion, Usyk definitely the mentally tougher and mentally stronger guy than Fury. And it played out. He was behind. He came back and won this fight, guys. So again, congrats to him. Congrats to Ukraine. Congrats to anybody who placed wagers on him. I won on the money line, of course, and on the knockdown prop. Once I get a chance, I will try to post those tickets for you guys. I also did a last minute play on Caballero to beat Frank Sanchez. I thought the whole time, I thought he was a live dog. The odds were not huge. But once I tell you, right before that fight, and I'm in a way I'm kind of mad at myself, but right before that fight, the Zone gave DraftKings odds, and they said that Caballero was like a plus 650 to win by knockout. I was already gonna play the money line, which I did, but once I heard that, oh yeah, I was on the knockout prop. Now, unfortunately, I played it on FanDuel, and I've been having my problems with FanDuel because they did limit my account. They don't like all my success. All right, so I was kind of running out of time. I wish I would have just backed out and gone to DraftKings and played the knockout. I could have won more than what I did, because I would have put it up down to win 1,000. So that is some money I missed out on. But overall, this was a good day for me. Not huge, but a good profitable day. A couple $1,000. All right, so. Really, I think that's it, guys. Congrats to you guys if you won on these plays. Congrats to Usyk and his team. Congrats to Ukraine. Let me know what you guys thought about this classic. Lived up to the hype, undisputed. And let me say, not only is Usyk the first undisputed heavyweight champ in the 4-belt era, but truth be told, he is the first 5-belt undisputed heavyweight champion. All right, because he has the IBO. He still has it. All right, so salute to the IBO. He has all the belts, all 5, not just 4. So yeah, he is truly the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the fight. It was a classic. I will talk about my next plays soon. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you made money. And I will check in with you guys soon. Thanks for watching.